Burunya. Burunya. 짜잔. 드리. 짜잔. Hello. Hello, Nya. My name is Monet, Nya. A V for Monet, second generation. PETALIGHT. You could be funky, retro, cutie, Monet. That's Nya. Nya, hello. Nya, hello. No, I appreciate that at the beginning of stream you always ask me how am I feeling. It's a very good way to start a Satsu stream. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hello! Jan. Today I am Monia. Monia. Answer the question. Have you never heard what a cat sounds like before? What the fuck? Yeah, cats, they go dirty. They go nya. They go burunya. They go jan. How am I? I'm feeling alright. Yeah, they also go wee. Very adorable. Thank you. Dirty, 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 dirty. Hello, everybody. I thought I was gonna do a laptop stream today, but I'm back at home for a little bit, so figured, you know, I can use up an hour or two of my time at home today before I have to go back. I'd rather stream here with my usual comfy setup, you know, than like have to stream from a laptop. I couldn't find my USB mic. I like tore up my room looking for like my old USB mic. Couldn't find it. So like, this just seems comfier, you know. It's what we're used to. It's the good old stuff. Oh my god! Thanks so much for 13 months. Meow. Laptop mic stream. I don't think my laptop mic is probably that bad, but it's a little crunchy, you know? It's a little bit crunchy. It's hard to compare to like my usual Shure SB7 or whatever, you know? Hello! I'm feeling alright though. Despite sleeping on the couch, I feel pretty okay. I didn't have to sleep on the couch, but I ended up sleeping on the couch anyway. My sister has a very nice couch. So let me update you guys in case you don't know. I'm dog sitting this week. Wow! Thank you, Sakana, for 11 months! I'm dog sitting this weekend. Which is like, if you've been watching me for a while, it's like nothing new, right? But my sister has, she has a very old Great Dane, like a very old Great Dane, like elder dog, you know. And so his hips aren't very good. He has arthritis, right? His hips aren't very good, so he struggles a little bit with going up the stairs, right? So my sister had told me this like whole ordeal about how like lately he needs help going up the stairs, and how, you know, she's like, okay, you know, here's the strat. You grab a towel, and she's like, I have a towel, like a beach towel in the bathroom. You can use that to kind of like wrap it around his waist and kind of like hoist him up a little bit and give him some support, you know, as he's walking up the stairs, and kind of like half carry him, right? But here's the deal. This dog is like 160, 170 pounds, right? And this dog is like probably heavier than some of you, right? And so I was just like, you know what? What if I just like sleep on the couch where his big dog bed is? Because he has 2 big dog beds, right? Hi! Good to see you again. Thank you! He's got 2 big dog beds, right? When you're a big dog like that, like normal dog stuff doesn't cut it, right? So he has like 1 big dog bed, and like they're so big that a human can sleep in them. It's crazy. In the bedroom, but normally I sleep in my sister's bedroom. She has a guest room. Normally I sleep in her bedroom when she's gone. But like, no offense to my sister, or maybe a little offense to my sister, her room smells funny. I don't know, something about her room, it like smells funny. So I don't really like being in there. Other than dog, it might be the smell of dog. It might be like dog smell, but like it like smells, I don't know, that room smells funny. No, it doesn't smell like that funny. You know, it smells like dog and like kind of like musky laundry. I don't know. Like musky, I don't know. It smells funny. It smells funny in there. And it doesn't smell like that like anywhere else in in the house. It's just in there. I don't know. It smells funny in the room. So, so I didn't really want to sleep there tonight, and I was pretty fine, just like sleeping on the couch. And the couch is pretty comfortable. She has a very nice couch. It's pretty comfortable. She's got a lot of blankets there, right? So I ended up just sleeping there. Needs a wall fragrance plug-in. I think it might be the dog bed. It might be the dog bed. I don't know. I'm not about to start guessing why her room smells funny. I don't want to think about it, you know? I don't want to think about it. It just kind of smells like dog. Like it smells like wet dog in there. Anyway, yeah, I slept on the couch. It was not bad actually. It wasn't a bad sleep, right? Did I check if you have any fleas or ticks? I didn't check, but they're fine. My sister's dogs are pretty well taken care of, and they're all short-haired dogs. They didn't have any fleas or anything. They're good boys. They're good boys. So it's a Great Dane and a little wiener dog. A little like wiener, little chubby wiener dog. Little sausage, little wiener. Call me Nervin Quasar because I got that dog in me. Dude. Thank you for the 11 months. Did my family grow up with big dogs? I've certainly had big dogs the majority of my life. The cats I have now are like the first cats I ever had. In the words of my mother and sister, cats are stupid. They don't like cats. I mean, they were never a fan of cats. I think it's maybe a cultural thing. I don't know, but they never liked cats. But I like them. So finally, the two cats I have now are the first cats I've ever got to have. But we always grew up with dogs, but we usually had Labradors. We were always like a Labrador household, right? But when I was in like high schoolish? Yeah, when I was like in high school, my sister got a wiener dog. And I mean, my sister's she's only a couple years older than me, right? But she got a little wiener dog. And that was the very first time I was ever like around a little dog like that. I've never seen cats. I've never seen it. So my sister got a little wiener dog, right? I'm like, cute. Wow, thank you. Wiener dogs are cute, but they are very, like... You know the term Napoleon complex? Where, like... They're, like, short, but they're kind of angry, and they act like they're, like, big and angry and powerful. Wiener dogs think they are much bigger dogs than they actually are. They think they're big, rowdier dogs. Did you know that wiener dogs are actually like one of the most aggressive breeds of dogs? It's not pit bulls. It's actually wiener dogs. Dachshunds are some of the most aggressive dogs. And it is true. A wiener dog will fuck you up. They have no issue because they are hunting dogs. They're hounds. They're literally hunting dogs. Yeah. They're hunting dogs. I remember when I was in high school, the house I grew up in, we had a pool, right? And so my mom would hire somebody to come clean the pool. I think the wiener dog bit the pool guy, so he refused to ever come back. She was like, I'm not dealing with that angry thing. I'm not putting up with that thing. And like it used to take like 4 people. And like he was the kind of dog that like they had to like sedate at the vet because like otherwise he would bite him. He was such a handful. And then aside from being like rowdy, they're very like wiener dogs are very like they will do whatever they want, you know? Admittedly like my family has never been great at training dogs. I will admit that, right? All the dogs I've had in my life have never been very trained, right? They know how to sit and that's about it. I tried taking this wiener dog. We tried taking him to I tried taking him to like training classes. He didn't care. He did not give a fuck. Am I up for adoption? Hey, maybe. Oh hi, Mono Mama. It's Mono Monya today. Today is Mono Monya. I'm not a dog with a legal. I'm a cat today. I'm a cat today. Anyway, so that wiener dog is the one that if you were here, not this Christmas but last Christmas, shortly after my debut, which I know there's a lot of you that weren't around back then, but I do know there's a lot of you that were. That's the dog that wiener dog. That's the one that passed away that Christmas. And he lived a very long life. That was an old dog. He lived a very long life, and up until that day, he was very much himself. You know. Is paw holding around? Yeah, I'll let you hold my paw. Rock on, little dude. Yeah, I mean, he was old, you know. He was old. It was rough, cause like it literally happened on like Christmas Eve, right? Like Christmas Eve at like 11:59 p.m. Being at the emergency vet like wasn't fun, you know, but not much you can do. I mean, he was very old. He was very old. So anyway, my sister has another wiener dog, right? So at one point, my sister had 2 wiener dogs and 1 Great Dane. So now it's just 1 Great Dane and 1 wiener dog. And this new little guy, he's a couple years old, right? And it is so funny how different their personalities are. This guy is so baby. This little wiener dog, he's such a little baby. He loves toys. The other wiener dog could have not have cared less about toys. Like the only toy the old wiener dog liked was like this weird, cracked out looking frog that we found near a dumpster once, and then we put it in the washer. He loved that thing. That was the only toy he ever cared about. But this new guy, right? He has this insane collection of toys, right? He's the kind of dog that will like pick up a stick and bring it inside. My sister has a bowl in one of the cabinets in the living room that's just like a ceramic bowl full of pine cones. And it's the pine cones that the dog brings in. It's his collection. It's his collection of pine cones that he brings inside the house. It's very cute. But I get so frustrated when I go into their kitchen because, like, for some reason, this dog likes to hoard all his toys and all his balls right by the kitchen. Like, right by where the washing machine is. And so, like, there's been so many times where, like, I've legit have almost beefed it in the kitchen because I'm about to, like, trip on a toy. Oh my god. Hello, readers! Welcome. Welcome. Hope you're all having a lovely day. Welcome. So this guy, I mean, I did a space yesterday, taking a bath. And the whole time I was in the tub, he was right there, just looking at me with his big ol' eyes. Like, with his big ol' little wiener eyes, like, staring at me. And going like... and then, like, nudging my hand with his, like, pointy little nose. You know, yeah, he was giving me those eyes. He was giving me the pian eyes. Right? He would just be, like, you know, trying to, like, lift up my hand with his little nose so I would pet him, right? So I would scratch him on the nose. And then he would bring over his ball and then, like, drop it at the edge of the tub. And then, like, back up and wait for me. Like, wait for me to throw it, right? And he would, like, you know, bring it over and then, like, wait for me. So cute. It's so cute. He's very cuddly, right? He's very, very cuddly. Any moment that I go to the bathroom, he will wake up and follow me. So the entire night yesterday, I had company in the bathroom. You know, I'd just be sitting there on the toilet. And he's just staring at me. It's very cute. He made a very nice like sleeping buddy, right? Cause like I said, I slept on the couch, right? And he really likes burrowing under blankets. So the moment I like got on the couch and put the blankets on, he like starts burrowing under. And then like curls up around like either my butt or like curls up around like my tummy. And he just sleeps there. And he's a short-haired wiener dog, so he's like all skin, you know? So he's so warm to the touch. He is super warm. It's very, very cute, very soft. Very soft. Very warm. He does this nasty thing though, where he will go over to the Great Dane, because the Great Dane spends like 90% of his time sleeping or just like lying down, because he's old as hell, right? Old as hell, enormous dog. He just sleeps most of the time. And he'll go over, especially after they both eat. He'll go over to the big dog and then like stick his nose under his mouth flaps and like lick his teeth and gums. And it's so nasty. It's the most nasty thing ever. He'll just sit there and he'll just like stick his mouth into the other dog's mouth and just like lick his gums and like lick his teeth. It's so gross. Gotta get those bits. It's so nasty. It's so nasty. He's just looking out for his bro. I guess so. By the way, hello again to everybody that's coming in. You wouldn't get it just looking at first, bro. There's people in the hallway. Go away. Go away. Go away. Who's in the hallway? Go away. You gotta bounce. I see. There's been a lot of people in the building lately. It's weird. I think it's the construction people, but it's the weekend, so maybe not. I don't know. You're doing a bunch of construction. Gotta spread salt outside your door to ward away all the noise. That reminds me of a really messed up story, but I don't know if I should tell it right now. I thought something that would be fun to do today is... I can't promise I will get through all of them, but... I thought it would be fun to maybe answer a couple marshmallows. So here's my machus. Right. Here's my machus. I don't share this link around too much. So some of you might not have it, so this is your chance, right? Your chance to save it. But if you have any questions, feel free to send them over. And I don't mind doing a little bit of Q&A today. I don't know, I just thought it'd be fun. You know? I just thought it would be fun. A lot of you are always sending me really, really lovely messages, right? And I really appreciate it. I just have to say that. I have to take a moment to say how much I appreciate the time you guys take to send me really nice messages. I don't really post them because a lot of them are like... How do I explain? Like... It doesn't concern the rest of the world. You know what I mean? I do read every single message, right? But it doesn't really concern anybody else. You know, it's a message for me, right? It doesn't concern everybody else. Hoy envié uno. ¡Yeah! Lo recibí. Pensé que era de ti. Yeah, I receive a lot. And I just want to say, right? I don't always, like... I'm not a big, like... I don't answer these publicly a lot. But I really appreciate them. They're really nice. Like... When I'm down, you guys pick up on it pretty quickly. Does Steph ever look at my shoes? We have the option to, but I'd rather not. Like... Basically, the rule is like, if you want, then one of the senseis can go through your machus for you, right? And some of the girls choose for that, right? Some of the girls do choose that. I don't mind, right? I don't mind. I have a lot of experience with machus, and so it's fine. You're gonna keep out normie spray painting esoteric skills usually works better than salt. Somebody tell Corin that he's behind on the VOD! I bet some of them are pretty unholy. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. A lot of them are wholesome. Although I was laughing yesterday because I was checking them, right? On my iPad. And I had like 5-6 new machus. I had like 5 or 6 new machus, and like 5 of them were very wholesome, and then one of them was like super nasty. I was like, yep, that's my type of monos, alright. But it's fun, to be honest. I don't mind either or. I like both, right? I like both. I like both, and I always appreciate that you guys are always very kind, you know? And very sweet. And then sometimes I get mashus that are like, stupid sexy mono, I'm gonna, and then I'm gonna put my in your, and I'm gonna, and then like that. And you know what? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All for it. I don't mind. Go crazy. But actually, checking my mashus, I check them multiple times a day. I check them multiple times a day. And it's usually one of the first things I check every day. So, if you ever wonder, you know? I'm always worried about what the mod pod is gonna catch. I have my filters off pretty low. It's hard to know how well it works because I don't know if it's just like... I don't know if it's just that either the filters are doing their job or that you guys are just actually nice and you never send anything mean. So I think it might be the filters doing this job. I don't know. But usually if you send kind of like a lewd word, the filters will usually just censor it. Hello! Hi, Cat. So I got one mashu that says, does it clap? It might. What's the capital of Tanzania? I don't know. What is the capital of Tanzania? I'm gonna look it up. What is the capital of Tanzania? Dodoma. It is apparently Dodoma. Dodoma. I have another mashu that says, how many color iterations did the tabemonos go through? That's a good question. Originally the tabemonos were supposed to be kind of like you pick your own color, right? And they still kind of are, right? Like, if you are a tabemono, technically you can be whatever color you want, right? The only rules is that like your cheeks have to be like a color that like sticks out. So for example, say you're purple, your cheeks would probably be yellow or like green or something like that, right? Like or like say you're a pink tabemono, your cheeks would probably be blue, right? Both sets of cheeks? I guess. However, I ended up settling on the blue and the pink because it's the colors on my cheeks. Right? That was the color of my paint and the paint on my body. And I decided that you guys are made out of the same paint. I know this is really sudden, but I have to go pee really fast. I'll be right back. I'm sorry this always happens so suddenly. I'm sorry. I'm always sitting here thinking like, oh, I can hold it. And then suddenly I'm like, wait, no, I can't hold it anymore. I have to go pee. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for waiting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Would the A stay black or would it be a darker hue of a complementary color? I mean, technically, it's the same color. If you're thinking technically about like the color schemes of tabemonos, right? Tabemonos' eyes and mouth are not black. They're like a deep blue, right? So is a charm point. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, your ice cream. What flavor ice cream did you get? How'd it go? It went pretty good, thank you. Did I wash my hands? Yes, I washed my hands. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you, thank you. Ugh. Somebody asked in the Mashu, have I watched Look Back? The one by Fujimoto, right? The artist of Chainsaw Man? Yeah, I did watch it. I thought it was pretty good. Oh, we have a lot of Mashus. Hold on. Cock. This is a test. True, thanks. Test successful, I guess? This is the manchu that says cock. Thanks. This manchu says face, body, or inside? What do you mean? What do you mean? Face, body, or inside? Do you mean about like what I... Is this like about what I like? Is this like face, body, or personality? Is that what this is about? If I had to rank these, it would be personality, aka inside, wait a minute. You know what? My ranking tier stays the same. Personality, face, and body. Stays the same. I thought this was about people. I thought this was about people. Hello, meow meow, burunya. And I was gonna be like, personality is nice, right? And like body is the last because it's like the thing I like. It doesn't really matter, you know? Like, whether you're short, tall, skinny, or chubby, right? It doesn't really matter. Love wins. Love wins. You guys are nasty, though. You guys are nasty. What would you order on your poutine? Is the next question. I've never had regular poutine still. Cause like standard poutine is what? It's cheese curds and gravy, right? Girl, you need to... Okay, here's the thing. Google Maps. Where's Google Maps? Poutine near me. There is like literally only one place in my entire city that makes poutine, okay? Let's look at the menu. What even is that? Poutine is Canadian carne asada fries. Saying that out loud hurts. Poutine is just it's Canadian carne asada fries, okay? Let's see. How much do they charge for theirs? Bro, they don't even have the prices on this shit. That's how you know this shit's gonna be overpriced as hell. I need a picture of the menu. I need a picture of the menu. Poutine. $12. $12. Dream it, think it, do it. Imagineer it. You're right, yeah, bye. I'll try it one day, but I don't know. $12 can buy me a full meal somewhere else, you know what I mean? That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The next Machu just says... Thoughts? Thoughts? Do they have a penny to exchange? They spelled it like thoughts though, like the ones that you think about. What is Monet thinking about? There's a couple things in my head right now. I got a rough draft for my music video back. And I like parts of it, but I'm not feeling other parts of it. So I think once I'm done with all my birthday art stuff, I need to really write down what I like and what I don't like. What's also on my mind, I don't know how to explain it. Thinking about birth. I guess what I was thinking about today, especially on the Uber back home, is that I'm like often finding myself that a lot of like projects that I take up don't always turn out the way I want them to, and I'm trying to kind of like figure out in my head if that is because of me not knowing how to like say my thoughts properly, me not knowing how to direct stuff, or if it just means that I'm like, if I'm like trying, like, am I trying to micromanage too much? You know? It's hard to really decide. That's kind of what was on my head, in my head earlier. I talk to others that run into the same experience. I think it's a very personal thing. So I don't know if it's something I can really ask. Because before I was in V4 Mirai, I did everything myself. And part of that was because I kind of felt like I couldn't trust anybody but myself with my vision. Is it like you're too real or something? No, it's not like that. It's a very like artistic thing. It's kind of like, you know, say you have an idea in your head. And the idea looks a certain way in your head. And it's like very like, at least for me since I'm an artist, right? I tend to have like the composition, the colors, and everything basically done in my head, right? But because I either don't have the time or the skill to do what I want to do, right? You know, nowadays we have to hire someone, right? And that's something that's been new to me ever since joining a company, right? I was always a self-made person. For example, this background, these cat ears, this box and everything, I made this all myself, right? This is all stuff I made myself. And I feel bad because I keep telling people like, oh, you know, I want to collaborate with you as an artist, so have some creative freedom. But then it kind of like, when I get a thing back, it's kind of like, I kind of wonder how much creative freedom I should have given, you know? And I'm like wondering if it's like a thing where like I need to just kind of like shut up and take it, you know? Or if it's like a problem with me, you know? If this is like Monet, stop being such a freaking micromanagey bitch, you know? Stop being so perfectionist. Stuff like that. So I'm just kind of like, that's my internal turmoil right now. Just like something I've been thinking about as I do stuff. It's like trying to figure out that balance, you know? Remember, there are 3 things that can be: a control problem, a trust problem, or a communication problem. Try and figure out where it bothers you. Yeah, that's kind of where I am. I just gotta like figure out, you know? I gotta figure out how much I think about all those things, right? That's another thing I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about lately how I can... Can I link the video for the boxes and cat ears? Video? What do you mean? Huh? I made it. If you mean like a time lapse or something, it's on my old iPad. It would take me a while to get that, but I guess I could. The song? Oh, you mean She Song? Oh, I was hoping somebody would recognize it. I was hoping somebody would recognize it from She Song. That's what you mean, right? Yay! Okay, hold on. I'm gonna sing it for you. I'm gonna sing it for you. Hold on. Let me get the voice right. Ah 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 wee wee wee. 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 Wee wee. Alright, hold on. Hold on. I originally made this background for my monetization stream. It was based on Chi Song. It's an old Flash animation from... Fuck, dude, I don't know how old this thing is anymore. It's like early 2000s or something. Wee wee wee. Wee wee wee. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'll sing it for you. I'll sing it for you. Wishing on a dream that seems far off, hoping it will come today. Into the starlit night, foolish dreamers turn their gaze, waiting on a shooting star. But what if that star is not to go? Will their dreams fade to nothing when the horizon darkens most? We all need to believe there is hope. Is an angel watching closely over me? Can there be a guiding light I've yet to see? I know my heart should guide me, but there's a hole within my soul that fills this emptiness inside of me. When must you be satisfied without knowing? I wish then for a chance to see now all I need is my star to go. I love that song. Here's the original video. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. It's originally a song from Lunar, the RPG. But it got made into... It got made into a little Flash animation in a while. Ah! It's very iconic old internet. It's very fun. I love singing that song. I love singing that song. Over 15 years ago now? People in the comments say they first encountered this song in 2002. Which means it's easily over 20 years old now. That's crazy. Like, I think this might be from like 2002, 2001-ish? Right? It's a very, very cute little song. Thought those lunar games were from the 90s. They are! But the animation, the She song animation. Let's see. I'm sure we can look it up. Hold on. I just found the fucking albinoblacksheep.com site for it, but it doesn't have the date. It doesn't have the fucking date that it was released. That's crazy. Yeah, it looks like it's from around 2002. Yeah, it looks like it's about from 2002 or so. Dude, albino black sheep, that was my childhood. E-Bombs World. I wasn't really an E-Bombs World kid. I knew about it, but I think it was just like the name. For some reason, I thought the name was weird, so I never went on it. You know? When you're little, things like that, you know. It's simple as that, you know what I mean? It's as simple as that. I was gonna say something and I forgot. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Shifty 5. The other things that have been on my mind have been obviously birthday stuff. Birthday stuff. I'm still kind of stressed about it. I still don't really know what we're gonna do. I still gotta do my taxes. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff I gotta do. April's been a hell of a month for me. It's been a stupid busy couple months, and like I've barely had a moment to think. Right. When I got home, I took a short little nap, and I dreamt you guys hated me, and that sucked. But I didn't think on that too long. So the next mod shoot is when you draw with traditional tools, anything you like in particular, markers, watercolors, etc. I really like colored pencils. I'm a huge colored pencil girl. I'm a huge colored pencil girl. I'm glad you guys don't hate me. I I've told you guys before, like, I have like, everyone hates me Manhera sometimes. Even when I know it's not true, it's just where my brain takes me, you know? It's just where my brain takes me sometimes. Big stretch. Yippee! Yippee! Wahoo! 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 Hi, Nya. But yeah, when it comes to traditional, to change the topic, when it comes to traditional, like, supplies and stuff like that, I really like colored pencils. I think they're my favorite. Colored pencils. I really liked Copic markers for a bit. I kind of want to see what I can do with watercolors. And then I like oils a lot. However, I kind of like water-based oils over regular oils, because if you've never painted with oil paint, it's a whole fucking ordeal. It's a whole ordeal. Painting with oil paint is like something that a lot of people don't realize is that it takes an oil painting about like a month or so to completely dry. And until it completely dries, you could like, basically you could do like an oil painting and then like walk away for a week or two and then come back and the paint is still wet. And then like, if you know, like to paint, to like clean your brushes and everything, it's a whole ordeal, right? Yeah. But I did a painting for a gallery show once with water-based oils. And they still take a while to dry. They take a couple days instead of like a couple weeks, right? I like oils because unlike painting with acrylics, right? There's more room for like blending, right? You can blend things easier. Like you can have like much nicer textures for a lot of stuff. I think acrylics are nice depending on what you're painting, right? It kind of depends on your style and like the feel you want to go for. You can make some really beautiful textures and really beautiful like colors with oils, right? And the thing I liked about oils too is that, for example, with acrylics, your paint will dry like immediately. So if you have like a palette of paint, and then for example, say you blended a color that you really like or something, and then like it's the end of the night, you're done painting. The thing that sucks is that like that paint is gonna dry and you can't use it anymore, right? However, with oil paint, here's a trick. You can put your palette in the freezer. And because it's oil, it won't freeze. So it's actually really nice. It's actually really nice because like you can store the colors that you blended and like the colors and like, you know, your whole color palette for your painting. You can put it in the freezer and you can come back to it, you know, like a day, 2 days later or something like that, and keep working on it. So I like that. Putting my palette on top of my Totino's pizza rolls. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. I've definitely been there, balancing my fucking... When I did a big painting, I used a paper palette rather than like a wooden one or a plastic one. It was just like almost like a sketchbook, but with kind of like waxy paper that you could use as a palette, and I used that. That was pretty convenient. And yeah, I just put that in my freezer, like on top of my ice cream, on top of my chicken nuggets, you know, stuff like that. Actually, one of the things I really want to do, I've talked about how I want to move, right? I'm trying to move this summer to somewhere that's not freaking 300 square feet, right? I'm trying to like move somewhere where I have a little bit more space for myself. One of the things I want to do is I want to get a big easel. I used to have one, but I lost it. Or lost it rather. I had to get rid of it. I really want like a nice big easel, because I have a bunch of canvases and I have a bunch of paints and I have a bunch of brushes. I have all the materials, right? I would love to go back to that. Hope I can find a bigger place. Me too. I'm confident I can find something decent. Moving is always very stressful though. I'm like both excited and nervous thinking about it, right? Yeah. I'm just hoping I'm hoping I can make it happen, you know? Hoping I can make it happen. Especially with pets. Yeah, dude, it always, like, the pet rent always adds on top of everything. So much. You can paint so much fruit in this bad boy. True. True. Oh, my stomach hurts a little. I have a mashu that says, I still dream of that vein. Yeah. Yeah. Are you thinking about it? Are you thinking about it? You're thinking about it right now. Thinking about it right now. Okay, this one I'm gonna put on screen. Hold on. This next mashu I'm putting on screen. This is just evil. Alright, hold on. Let me change the font color. Copy and paste into chat GPT. Bruh! You gonna let a computer think for you? 18 minus 9? That's 9. 7 times 7 is 42? 1 plus 3 is 4. Um, 10 divided by 2 is 5. Wait, no. Where? It's 5. 8 times 6 64. Alright, time to double check my order. Time to double check. Alright, hold on. 18 minus 9 is 9. Okay, I got the first one right. I got the first one right. 7 times 7. Oh, it's 49. Oops, I was close. Shit. 1 plus 3, that's 4. I don't even have to check that one. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay, I got that one right. 8 times 6. No. 8 times... No, stop. 8 times 6 is 40... Oh. Never mind. It's 48. I got half of them right! I got most of them right. I only got 2 wrong. I only got 2 wrong. It could be worse. It's good enough. It's good enough. I'm so smart. Alright. I have a matcha that says, Mono-chan, hi! Nani ga suki? How's it go? Chocolate chip cookie doll ice. Yori mo natta. Something like that, right? Mom-chan, hi! Nani ga suki? Chicken jockey. Carne asada ga suki. Yori mo natta. This next match says planning to watch any anime this season. I want to watch Mono. Not just because it's named after me, or named the same as me. Mono is the new season, or the new series by the same people that did Yudo Camp. But it just sounds fun. It's about girls exploring nature with like GoPros and stuff like that, right? With like technology. I like the concept a lot. And Yudo Camp was fun. So we'll be watching that together. Someone says, I like your streams, that's all. Thank you! I'm really glad. But do you want to watch it every weekend? Yeah, you watch it every weekend. Yeah. Would I ever consider watching anything by Neji Matsumoto on SciTube? For Anime Club, absolutely. Just wanted to say horseshoe is better than poutine. What is horseshoe? Poutine these nuts, huh? What's horseshoe? Any Canadians in the chat that can translate for me? Next thing you know, someone's gonna say they prefer a wig and compound. I'm Canadian, I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, fair. 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 This mashu is interesting. It says, what's your fail on encounter attraction? Something that if someone has... Something that if someone has it... Hold on, I gotta read this. You're not manually breathing, you're not manually thinking. You're feeling encounter attraction. Something that if some has it, you know it's over for you. Like my one-hit KO? I'm gonna put this one on screen because I don't... Oh, like the biggest red flag ever? Is this supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing? Like, if it's the opposite of a red flag, like what's like the greenest flag? Something that makes me swoon? My biggest green flag. This is written... This is written by somebody that plays a lot of video games, I think. That's okay. It's okay, I still love you. I like it when... I like it when somebody pays attention to their style. Like, I'm trying to think of, like... You know, like, times where, like... You know, for example, I've been on, like... public transit or something like that. I like people that like express themselves, you know? I think I like that a lot. I mean, stylish is nice, but it doesn't necessarily have to be stylish, you know? It's like... I like people that are like not afraid to express themselves. So for example, if you're somebody that's like willing to put your favorite characters like as a keychain or something on your bag, I like that. I think that's cool, right? Cause like something I don't like is that like people that are like too scared to do that kind of thing, you know? Like too scared to show off their personality or their selves, you know? Better wear something cringe than something that says nothing. Kinda, yeah. Oh, so my Dragon Ball Purse Limit pre-order shirt from 2010 is hell yeah. I don't necessarily just mean like anime shirts though, you know, like I'm not just because you're wearing like an anime shirt doesn't mean I'm gonna swoon over you, right? But I think it's like the concept of monogato soy monomonia. I think the concept of just somebody that that has like the confidence and the passion. Yeah, so, like somebody wearing their heart on their sleeve. I like that. I like that. But if I were to subtract that even more, I think I like people that smile a lot. I think I like people that smile a lot. Generally a fan of happy people, you know? On the other hand, something that I really don't like is I really don't like when people ask me way too many questions. Like, how do I explain it? Like, I know there's a lot of people that just like they just ask questions to make conversation. But for example, like it's not like Mashu's. Like my sister does this, where like she asks about every single little detail. Yeah, it's like interviewing. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like my sister does this kind of thing a lot, you know? Where like I'll just kind of be talking about something and she'll just like ask really, really specific details and it becomes like an interview. I really don't like that kind of stuff. And I don't like that, and I don't like being... I think you'll find that a lot of girls are like this. I don't really like being infantilized a lot. I think when I get treated like I can't take... You know, like I can't like take care of myself or something, like it ends up pissing me off. Just kind of like, I don't know. Well, if you take your damn vitamins... Shush. 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 What's something people consider a red flag but you actually like? This is a tough question. This is a tough question. Fight Club DVD owners, what the fuck? No, Pantarame Genshiken. Real. I can't help but kind of like it when like somebody is like an asshole to everybody but me. You know what I mean? It's probably a huge red flag, right? Because it means they're probably not a good person. But I can fix some vibes, unfortunately. It's still a red flag. I guess the other one would probably be having family trauma. I think that's the worst one, having family trauma. Like, it's a massive red flag, but it's relatable, you know? But I recognize that it's a red flag so much that it actually elevates. If you like, if you're somebody that has like a good relationship with their family, it actually like elevates it as a green flag, you know? Like if you have a good relationship with your family, then that means that you're a good person. And if you have a bad relationship with your family, it probably means you're a bad person, but I can't help but to relate to people with family trauma, because that's me. Because that's me. Because I like my family, but you know, there's a rough history there, you know? I don't know, it's hard because it's not just something, you know, like it's I don't know how to explain it. Anyway. How confident are you that you did your taxes correctly? I haven't done them yet, but I've never gotten audited, so if anything, they usually send me a check back with extra money, being like, you paid too much, here you go. Got any hot Jeff Koons takes? Oh shit, I just watched a whole fucking video about Jeff Koons. Holy shit. Holy shit, I just watched a whole last video about Jeff Koons recently. So here's a short history lesson. Jeff Koons is an American artist and sculptor. He's probably the most famous for his like. He does a lot of sculptures that are like balloon art, right? He does a lot of like weird sculptures. He is, however, one of those artists that doesn't. He's more of an art director, you know? And then he has other people do the work for him. Look him up, Jeff Koons. His last name is Koons. He's a very interesting individual. My hot take is that I kind of like some of his work. I think as a person, he's kind of shitty, but I have said this over and over again that like I think when artists are really insane, I kind of like it. I think it makes the art a little bit more interesting, you know? Like, I think it's important to separate art from the artist, but I think I also like including the art and the artist. So, like, I kind of like it when the artist is a little batshit insane, you know? I think artists don't have to be good people. Right? Like, I think an artist doesn't have to be a good person for you to enjoy their work. Because art is a reflection of, like, the humanity, right? And humanity is both the good and the bad parts. Right? And so I like both, you know? I don't really mind it when an artist is a piece of shit, because it kind of makes the art a little bit more interesting, right? Now, one of the things about Jeff Koons that, you take this cat home, you have to feed me first. One of the things about Jeff Koons that I feel mixed about is that he is one of those artists that he doesn't really make his own work. He has a team of people that paint his paintings for him, sculpt his sculptures for him. He kind of is just like the director, right? He's just kind of like the producer and the director. He comes up with the ideas, and then he has a whole team that makes it for him. There's actually several major artists that do that. Murakami is probably one of the ones that you guys are most familiar with. Hold on, let me show you. So you probably know... you probably know this guy, or at least you've probably seen this guy's art. Oh my god, enormous picture, sorry. You've probably seen this guy's art. This is Murakami. You've probably seen these little flowers everywhere, right? This guy is an insanely famous, like, Japanese artist, right? He's very popular, especially with, like, street art, like, streetwear, like, fashion, stuff like that, right? I'm sorry, I'm eating a chocolate strawberry. Right, you've seen his art before. This guy doesn't paint his own paintings. He doesn't make his own sculptures. He has a team of people that do it for him. Right? I'm sorry, it's crunchy because it's a dried strawberry covered in chocolate. Mm. Here's my hot take though. 5 years ago, I would have considered that a fake. I think nowadays, I still consider that an artist. I think it gives you more cred if you do everything yourself. But I think my hot take nowadays is that it can also be considered a package, right? Like an artist as a package, right? Basically, it means that, for example, in the case of like Murakami and Kunz, right? They're not the ones physically making their art, but they are directing almost everything about it, right? The colors, the composition, everything. And in that, I think in that sense, the name becomes more of a brand, more of a package, right? Because, for example, there's stuff like Yayoi Kusama, where she basically makes everything herself. She is the artist. Right? She is the artist and she is the brand. She is everything. Somebody like Murakami who has a team that makes everything for him, right? Even though he directs everything. It kind of becomes like it's part of a package, you know? It's a complicated feeling. That's why I consider this my like my hot take. Because like, for example, Banksy, right? I don't really care about Banksy, I'm gonna be real, but I am of the belief that Banksy is probably not just one guy, right? The name can encompass a team. The name can encompass kind of like a concept or like a whole team, rather than just one person. I think it's cooler when it's just the artists themselves making everything. But I think in the recent years, I have come to accept like team works like this as the artist also. These 10, 15 people, right? They are the artist known as Murakami. They are the artist known as Kunz, right? Do the artists ever get credit when they're part of the team and not the name? I think it depends. It depends. But I mean, it's not like the people working on these teams are forced, you know? It's kind of like it's a job, you know? It's an artist job. It's just part of the artist industry, right? Yeah, it's kind of similar to a band, right? And I do think there is beauty and there is like artship in working as a team to make art. I think it has its challenges too, right? You have Seto Kaiba shampoo, I see. It's too warm to blow fake smoke. I love dumb moshus like this that like just say like a random thought. Oh, here's an interesting one. How often can you tell which tabemono sent the mashu? say, like... I'm not confident about this, but I want to say about... It really depends. I want to say about like a third of the time, I think I can pick up. Like, if you send me mashus regularly, or if you're a really active chatter, right? I can usually pick up. Like, and I mean... It like depends. It depends on if you have a very specific like writing style, or for example, there's some type of monos that always start their mashus with like the same greeting, right? Some of you sign your mashus, most people don't. But a handful of you do, right? I don't. It's really only the people that send a lot of mashus, like often. But I'm gonna be real, I don't usually, like, I don't think about it that much, you know? You prefer they sign a signature or not? Depends. It's up to you. I don't really mind. I do think part of the fun of mashus is that they are anonymous, you know? But I don't think it's bad if they have signatures there. I try not to really like think about it though, right? I have looked at thousands of mashus before, right? I don't know how to say this properly. When I was in indie, answering mashus was a really big part of my content. I don't really do it that much anymore, which is kind of crazy to think about. But I used to answer like about 100 mashus on stream every week, which is kind of crazy to think about. And I did that for years. Every single week, I did that for years. So I have seen and read thousands and thousands and thousands of marshmallows. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of marshmallows. I have read so many marshmallows. I think that's part of why, like, I don't need to have staff look at them for me. Like, I've seen it all. You know? I have seen it all. I have seen it all, honestly. So like it does, you know, there's not really much you can send me that surprises me. But I don't know, after reading that many mashus, I just kind of like, I don't really spend time sitting there thinking like, like, I don't really sit there thinking like, I wonder who this is from. I wonder who this is from. Blah, 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 blah. I don't really, like, spend time thinking about that, you know? Somebody just sent a mashu in another language. I can't read this shit, sorry. I do like... I like receiving moshus from you guys though, and I do sometimes like seeing them signed because I like seeing you guys like... How do I explain this? I like seeing you guys like interacting with me? No. I like knowing, I like knowing that you take the effort. You know? I like knowing that you take the effort to send something. And sometimes there'll be like, you know, there'll be like names in the chat that I see and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, like, you know, because I recognize every single one of the names here. And it actually, it made me really happy the other day. I was looking at a VOD from really close to debut. And I recognized so many names. And it made me so happy to realize that a lot of you have been there since day one. Like, so many of you have been there since day one, and that makes me so happy, right? It's really, really lovely, right? So many of you have been around for so long. You guys think it's sweet? You used to work at Taco Bell? The Taco Bell manager? Here's a new Mashu. As a leading Mashu scholar, can you predict when the quality and or quantity are going to go up and down? Signed, Mishiguchi. Thanks, Corin. As a leading Mashu scholar, historical data and analysis has proven that I very often get the most quality or the most like quantity of Mashus in a short period of time after an ASMR stream. And it actually makes me kind of happy. I think it's cute. I think it's really cute. After an ASMR stream, you guys will send a bunch of Mashus and it is very cute. It's very cute. I get a lot of Mashus like from when you guys wake up too. Or like a lot from when you guys are about to go to bed. I just think it's really sweet that like you take time out of your day. You know? You take time out of your day for this kind of stuff. Especially because my Mashu link isn't really like posted much. I don't really advertise it. So the fact that like a lot of you just like know, you know, like have it saved or something and you take your time and you're like, I'm gonna send one to Amashu. I think it's really sweet. This matcha says, most of my matchas are nasty, so I'm embarrassed to sign them usually. That's okay. That's valid. That's valid. It's normal. It's normal. What's the best gift I've ever received? Hard question. I think one of the best gifts I ever received was when I used to one of my office jobs. I used to work at a clinic, right? And there was this girl that I always sat next to. I worked with, right? And I ended up getting along with her really well. She was a little older. I was still in my 20s back then. She was in her 30s. So she was this like slightly older girl. And we were like stuck in this little room, you know, just like working the phones and stuff. And for my birthday, I think she just kind of like... She would just like pick up on things, you know, that I liked and everything. So when I showed up on my birthday, she showed up with a Japanese cheesecake that she had baked herself. And it wasn't the best cheesecake I've ever had. It had a lot of eggshells in it. I think she accidentally left a bunch of eggshells inside it, you know, so it wasn't like the best. But she made it for me from scratch. And then she made a little birthday card with a picture of me and a bunch of little, like, she, like, printed and cut out with scissors, like, a bunch of, like, Yayoi-kusama stuff. And it's, like... It was really sweet. It was really sweet. I remember it really, really dearly to this day because... Like, it was just... She was just a coworker, you know? She was just a coworker. And, like, sometimes you forget that, like, coworkers, you know, they're kind of like family because you spend all day next to them, you know? You spend all day with them. Another gift I remember was also from another coworker. I think gifts from coworkers always really like impact me because like I'm a very like in professional settings I'm always kind of like keeping like a professional distance, you know? I had a coworker. She was this very petite Genki girl at my last office job. And she gifted me this little cup with like a little dog on it and a little heart. And she gifted that to me for Valentine's Day. And I didn't really think anything of it because I was like, yeah, it's Valentine's Day, you know? She probably gifted something cute and little to everybody else. And then I found out she didn't give anything else to anybody else. She only gifted something to me. And I was just like... I was like, oh. Like... I think I only found out in like after she quit or she got fired. I don't remember what happened. Yeah, it was like a surprise Pikachu moment. I found out that she only gifted something to me, and I was like, oh, oh, naruhodo. I was so oblivious. This Machu says, what's your usual McDonald's order? I need DoorDash Rex. Okay, don't judge me. This is kind of a fat girl order, okay? But like, if I'm getting McDonald's, like, I'm gonna pick out, okay? Just don't judge me, right? My McDonald's order is 1 McDouble, 1 McChicken, and a 10-piece chicken nugget. Although, honestly, I could do with like a 6-piece. And then if I feel like a massive fat ass, I get 2 McDoubles. But then I feel like a piece of shit afterwards. I feel like a massive piece of shit afterwards when I eat 2 McDoubles and McChicken and chicken nuggets. Like, after that, I feel fucking awful and I want to kill myself. But it's happened, you know? It's happened before. It's happened. You guys, when I was watching Rem eat her McDonald's meal, I just was like... I felt so much dread. Cause like she got some nuggies. Like she ate some fries. And then she was stuffed. And I was like, damn. Oh, she said she ate before stream though. She's still a small eater though. When I met her in person, she didn't eat that much. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm a big eater. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's a McDouble. Realistically, a hot and spicy, right? Sometimes I get a normal McChicken, but usually it's a hot and spicy. And a 10-piece chicken nugget, but... But like, I kind of struggle. Like, I think I might switch to like a 5 or 6-piece nugget, cause like I kind of struggle finishing the 10 on most days, right? If I'm really fucking hungry, then yeah, I can eat everything. But on most days where I'm like normal hungry, then yeah. And I think I have kind of like trouble No fries? No, I don't usually get fries. I don't usually get fries. I only get fries if I'm like eating there. Or yeah, I don't get fries. I don't get fries and I don't get a drink. I just drink water. I'm not really a soda person. Like I just drink water. No fries. Yeah, and fries don't really survive the DoorDash trip, you know? You guys got me feeling like a double R because I scarfed down to 20 pieces of large fries and McChicken. Bro, this is America. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I'm not really a soda drinker. This Mashu says, how big them tibbies? Why don't you come check? Why don't you come check? I'm pretty confident in this size, so not to brag. But... not to brag. But I am very confident in them. I come from a family of very big-chested women. Can I share a little? I think it's better if I leave some mystery to it. Dear Mono, please eat me and let me live in your cute tummy. Thanks, you're welcome. Oh yeah, somebody asked if I've ever had fries with soft serve. Yeah, it's really good. It's tasty. Hi Mono, just want to say thank you for all the amazing streams. You really do paint the world brighter. Thank you! Mono Monet Milkers, true. This Master says, inside of you there are 327 wolves. You are the venue for Anthrocon this year. Guys, what if I like guessed it at a furry con? I want to guest at like a really unusual convention. Like I wanna guess at like a really fucking strange convention, you know? Monomonie at Reptile Con. Dude, I keep saying. V for me night at Reptile Con. Guess at a trade show, that'd be kind of sick, actually. Hi, it's been a while. Have you seen a Minecraft movie? Yes, I have. I tried to get the connection for DJing at a hentai con, but I don't think they were like... I don't really think they took me super seriously. There's a hentai con? Yeah, they exist. I tried. I met one of the producers during a robot walk when I was like walking around on the Gundam at a con. And I was like, you know, I'll DJ your con, just let me know. I'll play really nasty music. I don't think nothing happened though. They never got back to me. Oh. I like this much. I've only been watching you for about 6 months and I very rarely type in chat. I do really appreciate everything you do though, and I'm glad that I was able to find you. I just want to say thank you. Thank you! These kind of messages from Lurker Tabemonos are always like extra special, I think. I love you, Lurker Tabemonos. Did you ever get your belly button pierced? No. I chickened out. I chickened out of getting my belly button pierced. What if people think I'm a whore? I guess it's kind of too late for that, huh? Virgo is straight up like, aren't you? Next thing you're gonna tell me is I'm the only one here with nipple piercings. You have nipple piercings? I didn't know you were freaky like that. I lost the bet. I didn't know you were freaky like that. Okay, tell me honestly. Would you hate me if I got a belly button piercing? I do think it'd be kind of hot. But also like I'm not really somebody that shows my tummy much. Would I send pictures? I'd be too embarrassed. I'd be too embarrassed because then you see my chubby tummy. I'm very self-conscious about my tummy, right? However, I have heard from people... I have heard from a lot of people that, like... When you get a piercing in a part of your body that you weren't confident about before, suddenly that becomes your most liked feature of yourself. And I always thought that was interesting. I think I felt that with my ears. I have my ears pierced. That's the only piercings I have. I have my ears pierced. But I've had my ears pierced since I was a baby. That's just like a thing they do in Mexico. A lot of babies just like, you get your ears pierced when you're a little baby. Too bad I can't get my personality pierced. Ha. Ha ha ha. My please. I will think about it. I will think about it. I will think about a belly button piercing. I'm kind of like... I'm mostly just like an ear piercing person, and I do want more ear piercings. But a belly button piercing might be kind of cute. It just... I can't help but feel like... I can't help but feel that, like, am I too old for a belly button piercing? You know what I mean? But I guess this doesn't really matter. It's just my insecurities talking. Like, am I too old for a belly button piercing? Hi, I have a feeling I've seen the scenery before. This is from our station stream. Yeah, industrials look kind of cool. That kind of makes it hotter. I see. I'm all in for the tattoos and piercings. Get them all. I'm not really sure if I'm a tattoo person, but I do kind of like piercings. My sister's a big tattoo person. I don't hate tattoos, but I think it's like, I don't know if they are... Like, I like tattoos on other people, is what I mean to say. But I don't know if I would get any on myself. And if I did, it would probably be something small. But I don't know. Have I ever designed a tattoo? Yes, actually, there are people out there with a tattoo designed by me. Somebody... There's somebody in the US military out there with a womb tattoo designed by me. Which I think is crazy. There is a dude out there with a womb tattoo designed by me. a long time ago, I like just like for fun, like drew like 20 different like womb tattoos or something like that. Just to like I wanted to like play with like abstract designs. And I think the one that they chose was like it was like a ribbon. It was like a womb tattoo and it was like ribbons. I wonder if I can find them. Hold on. I... Can't find them. I can't find them, but I done a bunch. Nice super chat. So true, bro. Alright, I'm gonna read a couple more machus because I gotta leave soon. I can't be here for too long. I gotta go back to the dog soon. Monet, why isn't big challenges in that Sanrio poll? Because Sanrio's scared. They're scared. Top 3 erogenous zones. Mouth, ears, and armpits. That's my choice. That's my choice. I think tummy. Tummy is like a close contender. But ears? Ears is a big one. Ears is a very big one. Okay. This one says, I only found you recently from your concert and I'll never be someone who can say he's been here since the beginning. I think you're really cute and you have stolen my heart. Okay, thanks, bye. Oh my god, thanks. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you. Alright, we got some new ones on them. Favorite albums? Future Listening by Toate, Shisei Katsu by Miki Nakatani, Kanashi Koto Nanka Janai by High Posey, those might be my top 3. This one says, should I drink another White Claw tonight? Yes, it's Saturday. Get white girl wasted. Can you eat this 3 times fast? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Did I do it? Yeah. Some of these, I've skipped a couple because some of these are like, they're kind of like ones that I'd rather answer a little bit more in depth, you know? In a future stream, yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. I'm kind of in a rush because I need to leave really soon. Can I respond through models? I guess I could. I could respond through Twitter too, but I kind of don't like, I don't like, you know, like just like swamping my Twitter with a bunch of replies, you know? You're all sending me a lot of really beautiful messages right now, and I just want to say I love you guys. I cherish my time with you guys. I love telling you all about what I love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. Thank you. Looking forward to this fan fiction this Tabemono is writing. Looking forward to everything. We know the outer diameter number, but what's the inner? What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean inner diameter? What do you mean? The who on the what now? Thanks for all the mashes today! We actually received about like 50 mashus or so? That's crazy. We know you're okay, here's one I just got just now. We know you're well endowed front-wise, but what about the backside? I've talked about this before, but my sister's nickname for me is Nalgas. I think that explains. Bro, she's Mexican. Exactly! Can we get a clap for proof? No. You just have to think about it. You have to imagine it in great detail. You have to think about it in great detail. You have to close your eyes and imagine. I don't like talking about like this stuff in like super big detail, right? However, before I even had boobs, I was always known to be a little girl with a huge butt. It actually kind of got in the way when I was little. I used to do ballet when I was really young. Um, and ever since I was little, I knew I had a big butt. Cause like my little ballet tutus wouldn't fit properly, and they would have to get resized because my ass is too big. Does it run in the family? It runs in my dad's side of the family because my mom does not have an ass. But it's from my dad's side. Yeah, because my mom does not have an ass. As far as boobs, I am pretty confident about the size of mine. I think the only girl I know with boobs bigger than mine IRL is you guys know Freya? She's a VTuber. She's like a wolf VTuber. She has like horns. She does ASMR and stuff. You guys know her? You guys probably know her. Yeah. I don't really interact with Freya much as a VTuber, but we are friends in real life. She's very sweet. She's wonderful. She's great. We're kind of like in different like circles as VTubers, you know? Yeah, we're real life friends. Yeah. I know a lot of girls in person, but I think that's a friendship a lot of people don't expect me to But I've known her from before she was a VTuber. It makes me very happy that like she's had a lot of good success, you know? I just got a long machu of somebody that fell asleep to my ASMR. And they cried a little bit. And I just wanted to tell you I love you. I'm glad it's giving you good sleep. I need to... I haven't had time to do stuff like... a lot of ASMR. And admittedly, my last member's ASMR might be a little difficult to sleep to. But I've been like hearing a lot of tabemono say that they like... A lot of you guys sleep to my slime ASMRs, actually. And a lot of like my other ASMRs, right? That makes me really happy, actually. That makes me super happy because I'm super picky about what ASMR I sleep to. So like to know that it's good enough to fall asleep to, that makes me really happy. I'll do another slime ASMR and regular ASMR soon. Good night, Mono, as usual. Oh, it's Curry. Thank you! Alright, we should probably wrap it up now. Because I gotta take an Uber back, and I don't like taking Ubers, like, super late at night. So, I'm gonna head back. Gotta take care of the dogs. Yeah, I don't like taking Uber super late because it's kind of sketchy, you know. I don't know. I don't like being a girl by myself in an Uber, you know, like late at night. If I can avoid it, you know. Well, I gotta get going. I gotta get going. When am I done with the dog sitting? Tomorrow. I should be home tomorrow in time for anime club. At worst, anime club might happen a little later. It just depends when my sister gets home. She said she'd be home, like, pretty early. But sometimes pretty early for her is not what she always plans, right? I'm gonna be drawing the rest of the night, so probably talk to you guys on Discord or on Twitter. Thankfully, I'm almost done with birthday stuff. There's so much shit I gotta do. There's so much I gotta do. Ah! There's so much fucking shit I gotta do, you guys. So much I gotta do. Now I gotta like reorganize my donathon too, because I took away like half of the goals. I took away so much of it. But I gotta organize it again. Grind never stops. Alright, you guys. I love you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Or I'll see you when I see you. Yeah. I love you. Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes and I'll give you a really big kiss. Are your eyes closed? Are your eyes closed? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. See you guys next time. Jan jan jan. Oh, it's Karina. 30 30 30 30 30 30 30 30 30 30 30 30 30 30 30 30. Let me see who I can gloried. 30 30 30 30 30. Oh shit! You will not believe who's on right now. Holy shit! No, it's not Arifu-kun. I'm sending you to the king of Mexican aliens. I'm sending you guys to Jaime Maussan. hungry now. We're gonna go see some Mexican aliens. Alright, I love you guys. Mwah.